Thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free, the live edition. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports picker here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with everybody, our picks and your picks, it's going to be a great Tuesday. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic Monday. It was craziness, Monday Night Football, the baseball games. I don't know what to tell you. Brewers, a little disappointing for sure. Ricky Byers, thanks for joining. We are live on multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Make sure you check us out on any of those. Blue Jays, once again, disappointed offensively. They're going to have to out-hit their way there. It doesn't seem like they're able to do it. So this series could be over before it gets started. Congrats to the Mariners for coming out. Rich, thanks for joining. Bid, Baby, Gnome, what's going on? Thanks for joining the show. How's your fantasy team? Can't complain. Can't complain. Depends on which of the 6 leagues. So 5 of the 6, we're doing extremely well. One other one, we're doing okay. How about that? Mikey, what's going on? How are you feeling today? Jerome, great to see you as well. Matt Burns, what's up? Favorite college football flicks today? We'll get to that. Scott Guy, good afternoon. Brewers win today. We hope so. Plus 1.5, we do like a lot better. But we will see. We shall see. I don't know. I disappointed with them last, but let's give it up for Blake Snell, though. That was one hell of a performance. Blake Snell looked outstanding. So we'll give him all the credit on God's green earth for that one, as we should. Right? South Alabama, I got you. Got a test I'm taking in 2 hours. All right, Mikey. Well, let's get through the test. All right, so we do have one MLB game today, a few college football games. Liberty, New Mexico State, under 46.5 on that one there. If you're looking for plays on college football, that's where we'd started off at. Arkansas State, South Alabama, no play for us in that one. Would lean South Alabama, but doesn't love it. Western Kentucky, hey, Todd, what's up? Yes, that line has moved from 7.5 to 10 at most books in less than about, 12 hours in that one there. So the century, there is no nuclear mega whale century of the play. The biggest play of the day, though, is Western Kentucky. But that line, I said, has moved on that one. Each of these pitchers to get 5 Ks. Yamamoto's got a decent chance. Peralta, decent chance. I can see both of them getting 5. Irish Farmer, thanks for joining. Derek, thanks for joining the show. Brewers plus 1.5 and an under in the baseball game, I think, is probably the way to go. Sides and totals and all that kind of fun stuff there. Who is Mike Diggs? Thanks for joining the show. Bennett. Scott Guy, what's the team total at? Excuse me. We do not get team totals here in Arizona unless it's like championship weekend for college. Betty White, thanks for joining the show and liking the live. Greatly appreciate it. Giovanni Mararti, no caller IDs in the house. Welcome aboard, no caller ID. Liberty, don't like the number where it sits. Love the under, though. They have trouble scoring. UTEP has trouble scoring. Peralta probably gets through. He better get through 5, or that means they're losing, more than likely. Thoughts on Odunze? It was another good game for the Bears, right? That's about as best you can expect. Of course, the 3 turnovers definitely helped. So we're in Brewers blue. I think it's more Cubs blue, but I got you. Liberty QB is back. That's fine. Still like the under. Western Kentucky steamroll tonight. That's what we're thinking. Yeah, Yamamoto, after that Phil's game, he was cruising through 3, and all of a sudden the 4th had hit. Penn State, new coach, no Drew Allard. That's called stay away game and a half for us. NHL, we stay in our lane and don't mess around with the NHL. Dodgers will win. I knew Dodger juice would go up. Let's see. Any hits for the MLB? Not many. Let's see here. For baseball today, only one game. Call plays for the Dodgers, 1+ hit. Kiki Hernandez. Otherwise, we got a bunch of unders. Fire Jonathan Smith. Okay. 33.5. I think they can get home there if that's the team total for South Alabama. Yes. Yes, over 3.5 yets. They're going to pitch him as long as they possibly can. The problem is Roberts yanks people early. That's the only issue there, but he should probably allow 4 hits unless it's a bunch of walks. No, you're going. No problem there at all, Dodger Juice. You know what? You guys are figuring out ways to win, I guess. Blake Snell, by the way, you guys should all send him a gift basket because he's been dominant for the playoffs. So, do I give Bucky for London or Bucky for Rico and Ladd? Do you need a running back? If so, the second part of that, I guess. Who do you like in this series for funsies? We don't play funsies, but under 3.5 first 5 is our favorite play. Snell's been fantastic. He's been the best pitcher in the playoffs, no question about it. He was dominant again yesterday. I said if for the Brewers to win, they need to get him out as soon as possible. Unfortunately, he pitched 8. You've got to take pitches with him. I don't know if we get to 6 to 3. That's a lot of scoring, I think, in this game today, but it could be. 10 Ks it was a hell of a game. Not feeling playoff ready? No, not really. FIU, Kentucky over Western Kentucky over 39.5. Well, isn't the line like, what is the line? 55? So you're taking a 16-point alternate. DJ Blanco, what's going on? Mayo, thanks for the follow. If you want to send a line or a TikTok universe, either one is fine with me. What's going on? MLB, Brewers plus 1.5. Under 3.5 front 5 is our favorite play of the day. Under 7.5 for the game. Snow probably could have went minus 9,000. Yeah, I'm like, isn't the total like, what are we doing? Just taking like 15 games of 16-point alternates? You can't tell me how many people do that in the NBA and they end up losing because they string. All of a sudden, they'll have a 18-point favored by 2, and they lose. So, Angelo, it happens though. Whatever trips your trigger, there's a lot of different ways to play stuff. How about those Mariners is right? Fantastic. I have been absolutely wrong. So, let's see here. 4-2 Dodgers I can see. 6-3 I think is a little big, but that's me. You're sick? About what, Remus? Scott, guy, thanks for joining. Mariners doing well. Like I said, like the Liberty game under Western Kentucky, absolutely. Mariners are killing the fun out of this series, but yes. I like plus 1.5 for the Brouhahas today. Absolutely. It wasn't that juicy either. I didn't tout the Browns. I told you under and Pittsburgh laying 5.5, but thank you for not playing. Let's see. Watch the show. I didn't say the Browns. Go Huskers. I said to stop the Browns. You had to stop what? Judkins. I didn't think they would, but they did. So there you go. Western Kentucky at 8. Yep, better than the 10. Huskers on Friday. Win, don't cover. Sound familiar, Scott guy? Win, don't cover. So I'm not yet. I'm not there. I'll be really honest with you. Those games in Seattle, here's the easy way to play the Mariners games. Under and under. But we shall see. No reason to really take a side too much, but Scott Guy, thanks for liking the live. Double O. Yeah, just the Huskers are cover. They are win, don't cover machines, right? We will have about the baseball show later tonight. Dodgers going to win it all. They're live. They're one of the last 4 teams left. Who the heck knows? Yeah. Right? We are live, multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So feel free to check us out on all those. If you want our daily show, that's got all of our stuff in it. Make sure you check it out over on YouTube. Also, you'll find Sports Bets for free. You'll also find the link to the Discord, link to 7-day free trial. Over in the MLB game, we're on under. Ohtani to get a hit. We don't like him too much today, again, as he's been ice cold. We played under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. But I hear you. Don't think they should get swept, but they can't. Here's the Blue Jays' problem. Okay, they have to hit. They have to score in order to win. They've got to score pretty decently as well. Sports Equinox, we got all the games on the 27th. I like that. Lucky Picks, what's going on? Josh, the greatest. Let's see. So we got there. Yeah. Under 8.5, Mikey, I like both of those. Nerfy for the Dodgers game, sure. Vera finally shows up. He's about to get fired. I am putting your position up for application there, Vera, because all this showing up late stuff. Anyway, I'm early a little bit today. Todd, thanks for the gifts. Vera's in the house, so he is the moderator. He kicks everybody out. Ohtani walk. What we played, there's a possibility there. Freddie does walk some guys, so if you want to play somebody for a walk today, I'll give you the plays. Almost lunchtime. Dodgers Brewers under 3.5 from 5. Dodgers Brewers under 7.5. Dodgers Brewers plus 1.5. Pages under 0.5 hit. Betts under 1.5 total bases. Ortiz under 0.5 hit. Yamamoto 2+ walks. Kyle 1+ hit if he plays. Edman 1+ strikeout. Ortiz under 0.5 hit run RBI. Betts and Ohtani under 1.5 hit run RBI. Muncy under 0.5 total base. Pages under 1.5 hits runs RBIs. Freeman under 0.5 walk. Kiki Hernandez 1+ hit run RBI. Nerfy for Dodgers game has a good chance. Peralta for only 5. Yeah. Let's see. And more people that want to come on here and advertise their shows, so we can go ahead and introduce them to this lovely thing called Block. See ya. Bye. I don't advertise on your show. Don't you dare come on mine and advertise. Rangers tonight. Must be some hockey, right? FIU plus. I think you might sorely be mistaken on that one, but we'll see. Do not like FIU tonight. Big on Western Kentucky. Let's see here. Scott Guy, thanks for liking the live. We are live on multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Yamamoto over under for 6.5. I'd probably play under, but that would be me. KHH 1986 doesn't mean he's not going to pitch well, just might to strike a bunch of guys out. Not Kaylee's dad. What's going on? South Alabama game we stayed away from. I would lean South Alabama laying 7.5 there. But yeah, what's the lines up to 10 now at a lot of books? That line skyrocketed yesterday. Yeah, it skyrocketed by the time I played it and put it out for the Discord, and that was about, 45 minutes. Gustavo, thanks for the follow. Scott Guy, thanks for joining. Danny, thanks for joining. Vera, thanks for liking the live. And let's see. Discord is available through our YouTube channel at Sports Bets for free. 7-day free trial. Also available at Outlier by joining over at YouTube at Sports Bets for free. So check that out. Do you think the NFL is rigged? No. I think they spend the books spend the most money on the cappers on that. And it's not even close because the amount of, you can take all the other sports in the world combined, and it does not equate to what is wagered on the NFL. So why wouldn't you have all the people there working, right? That's why it ends up with a number more than not. Big Daddy Coles, thanks for joining. Or the number seems too good to be true on one things. Refs in every sport have been absolutely garbage. If you want to watch bad refs, may I recommend going through the whole WNBA season, as they're the worst of the worst. But yeah, not a lot of great stuff there. No, not even with instant replay assist, all this stuff. I mean, it's bad. But I will tell you this, nobody has worse refs than the WNBA. So, Leonardo, thanks for joining. If you think the NFL is bad, go over there for a minute. Pumped up for free Blanco. We'll be pumped up for this game. Free Blanco Brown before the game. Okay. Had both dogs a good night. Yeah, I got you. We had Commanders. We didn't have a side in the other game. We had a bunch of Bijan props, and those all came in. So, top 5 MVP. Baker's probably going to be 1, right? So, I don't know if I have 5. Baker's definitely got to be 1. Who else would you put up there? You can't really put anybody but a quarterback up there, right? Tua, yeah. So, yeah. Tua for calling out his teammates, if that's part of the MVP stuff. What's Mahomes unfortunate? What's wrong with him? Drake's played well. Mahomes played well. Mahomes has done it without most of his stars for a lot of, you know what I mean? He finally had Worthy back for a couple weeks. They look good. Daniel Jones played well. Justin Herbert's played pretty well. Definitely wouldn't be conversation. Jalen Hurts. Let's see. Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen, I guess. They're what? What are they now? 4-2. He's in my MVP. He has to be. He's played well. Jake Moody. That's a great one. But Buffalo, sorry about your boys last night. That was I thought that was a weird spot for them, Vera, to be really honest. Josh Allen's never played in Atlanta. Everybody was loving Buffalo going in. I just didn't like that line at 4.5. At 3, I thought they'd be okay, but it happens. Nobody's going to go undefeated. McDaniel's still around. Don't ask me why. Because the Dolphins are cheap, I guess, maybe. Keep him till the end of the year. No reason to pay him yet. They're not going anywhere. It's not like an interim head coach is going to save the season. Bears, impressive win. Yeah, 3 turnovers, and they barely still won. So eventually the turnover train ends. It did for Jacksonville this last week, so. It's okay, Vera. My team's only 3-3, and you're 4-2. What are you going to do, right? Right? I mean, what are you going to do? Nothing you can do. A one hiccup from the Bills, and people think they're not good. I think they're fine, except their defense is the bad spot. So Muncie under half a base, yes. Over/under for Dodgers Brewers, under front 5, especially under 3.5. Okay. We're not doing the Charlie Kirk thing. This is not a political show. Political shows are down the road. Dodgers could be 2-0 after today. No question. If Yamamoto pitches really well, you better hope he goes really long, because the bullpen is still the weak link. Love under 3.5 front 5. It's our biggest play in that one. Excuse me. Western Kentucky, yes. At 9, I'd still play it. Loved it at 7.5. Love it still at 8, 8.5, and 9. We're starting to get to that point. But yes, Snell was awesome last night. Yeah, Bills had plenty of opportunities. So did the Falcons. So did the Commanders. So did the Bears. Everybody had options all over the place. B Custom, what's up? Any of those 4 teams in the NFL last night could have won. Same thing with the Brewers. They could have won last night. Didn't. Ball and James, thanks for joining. Everybody was live, right? Me Custom, thanks for sharing the live. Todd, thanks for liking the live. We've got football every day for the next month, and then we've also got basketball starts in a week, as well. NBA does, and we've got baseball finishing up. Yep. Anyone getting hits tonight? The only 2 worth playing I thought was Call for the Dodgers if he plays tonight, and Kiki Hernandez I think has to be on your bingo card every day. So something happens to him in the playoffs. I do think Milwaukee has a chance tonight, yes. Can't wait for the NBA, and no LeBron James. A couple of sodas, what's happening? How are you? Austin, great to see you. Great job by your Bears last night there, a couple of sodas. All those turnovers and still only win by 2. Jake Moody coming through. Lakers in 5. All the Lakers fans desperately wanting to root on their team today, right? We're a week away. No LeBron early. There's a shock. Yep. Lakers in 5. Let's start it already. No caller ID. You're not even a Dodgers fan. That's what the bad part is. Normally, to be a delusional Dodgers fan, you have to love the Lakers too. But okay. I know you want them to trade for Giannis, LeBron, Luka, and then they need to add what other? They need Steph Curry. You're always trying to figure out how to get all the big stars there. I feel you. Let's see here. O's fan. Well, it was fortunate. Last year they made the playoffs. Just bad run this year. I don't like the Dodgers by more than 1.5 runs. I think this is a very tight game. Brewers plus 1.5 for us. Any props in MLB? Yeah, we went through those. We'll go through them again for you. Hope you like unders. Toronto's in serious trouble, B Custom. That I agree with. They cannot seem to outscore them, and that's the only way they're going to win is by outslugging. So if you're just looking for player props, Andy Pages under 0.5 hit. Betts under 1.5 total bases and under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He's been cold on the road, hot at home. Ortiz under 0.5 hit. Yamamoto 2+ walks. Kyle to get a hit. And Kiki Hernandez. Kiki Hernandez at 1+ hit, run, RBI. I thought that line was steal trouble. Hank, thanks for the follow. And Freeman under a half a walk. Pages under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs as well. Muncy under a half a total base. Ohtani under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Yeah, Toronto is in big trouble. No question about it. They were going to have to hit this series. They've scored 3 runs. And what? 1 run. Yeah, that's not going to get her done. They have to be a 4+ to put some pressure on the Mariners. Now they go into the hardest place to score runs in all baseball. That's known Seattle. Going to be hard to score 4+ runs there. So for either team, more than likely, right? Joe, thanks for joining. For either team, expect just play a lot of unders when it comes to Mariner playoff baseball when they're at home. Lockridge under hits. Who? Joe, thanks for following. I know a little bit about a little bit. No, do not do NHL. I stay in my lane. Hockey's not it. So under 7.5, under 3.5, we like a lot better. But yes, 7.5 would be second. Christopher, CRA, thanks for joining. Brewers plus 1.5 would be way up there for us as well. Brandon Lockridge. Don't know. Sorry, I don't know that one, D. My apologies. Maybe I probably don't know sports at all, so it's fine. I don't know everything about everything, just a little bit about a little bit, enough to be dangerous. Fastball Freddie is going to get lit up. You think so? I don't think he gets lit up today. They haven't really done that much offensively to light anybody up. I wish I could play the Brewers money line today. I did not. We played the plus 1.5, though. 5-6 Ks possibility for Freddie. I hope Freddie actually just tries to get hitters out rather than tries to strike them out. That means he can go deeper into the game. Freddie gets on this kick where thinks he needs to strike everybody out. He does have a really good defense behind him. You don't have to strike everybody out. Mikey, thanks for joining. I mean, Ohtani, but Ohtani will help you out that. Dodgers offense has not been good, and they've still been winning. The last game against the Phillies, 1-2-1 on a walk and an error, right? Yeah, he did. That during the regular season, you are absolutely correct, Mundo. Dodgers over 3.5 team total. I would actually play under. If they win this game, it's 3-2. It's kind of what we thought there. No, I'm taking, yeah. Like I said, I know most of the stuff there, but that one, I have no clue who the hell he is, right? So Blue Jays could be cooked. Normally when we think a team's down and out, what happens? They figure out a way to salvage a game. So would not be surprised if Blue Jays figure out game 3. But 15 outs rather than Ks, yeah. It depends on what you get the K number at, 5 or 6. If you can get it at 5, maybe 5 safer. 6 is a little bit more. Dodgers do strike out a bunch, though. Brewers money line, Brewers plus 1.5. I think Tim is probably the better play. Under 3.5, the first 5 might be the best bet on the board. It is for us. So, Jerome, thanks for coming back on. We are live, multiple platforms: TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. We do have 3 college football games tonight as well. Liberty, well, if you want to call them a football team, they're back. They're playing on Tuesday. Gotta love October when we get into football every day, right? Liberty, New Mexico State, we love under 46.5. South Alabama, no play for us in this one, but would lean them laying 7. Western Kentucky, this line continues to grow. Still love the Hilltoppers. So Brewers plus 1.5, like it. Money line, stayed away from. Jeff, thank you. Under 7.5 Dodgers game, yes. I think the better play is under 3.5 the first 5. Yes. Sean, thanks for joining. Aiden, thanks for joining. Jeff, thanks for liking the live as well. It depends on where you get Western Kentucky at. If you can get it under 10, I'm good. We got it it went from 7.5 to 9 last night. Pretty damn quick. So, One King, thanks for coming on. Jeff, thanks for liking the live as always. Appreciate you here every day. And Kenny James, thanks for joining. Rafa's here. Western Kentucky over 55. I really don't like Ark State too much in that one, but I don't dislike him either. Western Kentucky, I don't know how many points FIU is going to score. That is my question in this one. We love the Hilltoppers for that. Good day. We hope so. We hope so, Ralph. Should be. Good weekend overall. Baseball yesterday was a little suck, but other than that, all right. Gendries, thanks for joining. Liberty covers the 10. It's going to be a lower scoring game, I believe, so you better hope UTEP scores nothing, right? I think to get home, that's what you're going to need. So you need to keep – if Liberty's going to cover the 10, it is important that UTEP doesn't score more than 10. FAU will score 24. Okay. So we think of 34-24. NX plus 10. NX plus – oh, you're thinking New Mexico State? Okay. They're really bad. Yep. Alan, thanks for joining. Dodgers money line. Everybody liking the Dodgers after they win again. Dodgers fans weren't sweating there in the bottom of the ninth. Just a little. Western Kentucky money line, Liberty money line. Then if you're just playing money lines, obviously if we're playing 10-point favorites at money lines, and I guess South Alabama money line if you want all three of those. Yes, right. What happened to your Blue Jay pick? They lost. I know, it's absolutely amazing. I lost, right? I know, me too. Yep. Yeah, it happens. If you want a capper that goes 1,000%, let me give you a hint. How many of those are out there? 0. Don't believe in South Alabama. Wow. Okay. So I know it's like it's always on TikTok. They always want to point out how you're wrong before how you're right. The other channels, not so much. Where's the like button? It should be there. People are hitting it. Don't believe in South Alabama. Okay, sorry to hear that. Don't play him. No big deal. I didn't play. That's the one game of tonight we didn't play. So, Kenny James, thanks for joining. And nobody likes playing unders except us because you actually have to sit for the whole game, right? Adrian, thanks for joining. People like the overs because they can cash out early. Matt, Ollie, I understand. If I think it's an over game, I want to do that too. Kenny James, thanks for liking the live. Where is everybody at on a Tuesday? South Alabama under 59. How big an alternate line we got going there? Let's see. I guess it's 59 in some books. Yeah, it could be. I don't think Arkansas State scores a boatload. South Alabama, this is a team that did hold Auburn to 30. You know what I mean? That's they held a big-time SEC team to 31. Brewers tonight wins, plus 1.5, under 3.5, front 5. Like both of those quite a bit. Hat Geek, thanks for joining. Brewers tonight, we went over that. George, thanks for joining. Omar, thanks for joining. We are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. All of our main shows will be over on YouTube at Sports Bets for free. You can also get the link to the Discord there. You can also get the link to the 7-day free trial there. I think they're going to score a boatload. I don't ever say that word there, D, but yeah, I like them to cover more than anything else. But yeah, they should be able to put 35 plus up, I would think, tonight. Nuvi, thanks for joining. JL, thanks for joining. Let's see. Notre Dame winning this week. Yeah, I do think so. Liberty versus New Mexico. I think Liberty wins. Just the game stays under. Arkansas State team total under 24.5. I could see that one there. Let's see. Ham Dog, thanks for coming on. I don't know about the over in that one yet, but Alabama is here. South Alabama game under. Okay. I think that game's got possibilities all over the place. It's a game that could be played in the 60s, a game that could be played in the 40s. So there's opportunities, I think, on both sides. But That's why we stayed away from it. Too much stuff. Vandy or LSU? That one for us was under. Where is it at? Let's see. Where is that game at? Under 49.5 is what we thought in that one. LSU's defense has played really well. Vandy probably have trouble scoring there. LSU can't score against anybody. I haven't played anything Steelers and Bengals yet. Have not got that far. Don't really want to get that far yet. It's hard. I mean, the Steelers on the road laying 5.5 seems to be a big number, but it just seems like a big number to me. But I think the safer play might be under 43, to be really honest. We'll break that game down here today and tomorrow at some point, and then have that out for the Thursday night plays. Hope the Brewers get a win today. I hope so. I don't want to see 2-2-0 series with two road teams winning. That's going to be some boring-ass baseball. Brandon, what's going on over on YouTube? How are you? Under in the MLB game, especially the first 5, under 3.5. Yes. And lean, we played. Super fan, Illis, what's going on? I did take Duke, already played them. Yes. Duke money line. If they win, they win. But I understand. A lot of people have hate for the Dodgers and the Yankees. Right? I'm called a Dodgers hater and Yankees hater all the time. Player props, a bunch of unders. Pages under 0.5 hit, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Betts under 1.5 total bases, under 1.5 hit, run, RBIs. Ortiz under 0.5 hit. Yamamoto 2+ walks. Dodgers is the best team. Okay, they have the most stars. I agree. They're not the most complete team in that series. Their relief pitching is god awful. Even their Mr. Sasaki came back, gave up a run last night. Lucky to get out of that one. They're not dominant. They got a walk and an error to beat the Phillies in Game 4. So let's not be delusional. Western Kentucky, love them at 7.5. K. Jones, that is our biggest play of the day. Ohtani under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs as well tonight. Muncy under 0.5 a total base. Kiki Hernandez, though, if you're looking for a plus, 1+ hit, run, RBI. Who's you have in the NFL last night? A bunch of Bijan props, no side. We didn't have the Commanders. We relied on the Commanders. 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers really don't come into the bingo card too much there. Over 7.5 in the first quarter. I would be under. I think under 43 is going to play, and we normally play first quarter, first half with that. I don't think there's going to be much scoring in that one. Divisional game. I understand Cincinnati's defense is god awful. But Flacco, second week in the system? Actually, first full week, right? But second game. Freddie for 6 Ks, possibility. South Alabama, did not have a play there, but at 7, I'm okay. Main Strip, how are you? Not Kaylee's dad's back on. Joe, thanks for the follow. Nordy, thanks for joining. 472332, thanks for the repost. Shohei for a homer. I don't think he's been cold as ice. Under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs for us. Kay, thanks for joining. Liberty, love the under in that game. Liberty -10's pushing for me. 9.5, it would play a little bit better. Teoscar over on hits. He's been a little cold here lately too, right? I wouldn't play him either. So, yeah, Ohtani's been ice cold since the Phillies series started. He's like 1 for his last, 18, 19, something like that, or 20. Yes. He's been no bueno. Going to pitch later in the series, supposedly, as well. Let's see. Coach 7, thanks for joining the show. We are live on multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Making moves in KC. What's cracking? How are you? 80s Marcus, thanks for the gifts. Blouse and skirt, thanks for joining. I guess it is afternoon in a lot of places in the country. It's only a little after 9 a.m. out here in lovely Phoenix land. Blouse and skirt, thanks for liking the live. College football under in the Liberty game. That's the first game out of the chute. What, at 46.5? And Western Kentucky, we got this at 7.5 yesterday. It's all the way up to 10 at some books. But Western Kentucky is our favorite play. Hochi Wegman, Eddie Joe, Skylar Dummy, thanks for all joining. Eric, what's going on? How are you? Peter Pan, thanks for joining. Nordy, thanks for liking the live. Angelo, we are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Patriots broke the Bills. I don't know if they broke them, but they played really well against them. For a homer tonight, since I like the under, that would be negatory. Flacco sneaks out a win. Vaughn for a hit. Okay. I think we're thinking the wrong way tonight. We should be thinking under a hit, but that's me. Shohei, yeah, you could win. I could win, you know. New Mexico State over 17.5 team total. I don't like them to score much tonight at all. So big boss on that one. I'd actually be playing the other way. So if they get to 14 tonight, it could be a no-homer game. I think that's got a great possibility tonight. Both pitchers pretty solid. Right? Bullpen for the Brewers is good. Dodgers, they leave a little bit to be desired in the bullpen area, but it could be a no home run game tonight. That's probably not going to pay as well as it probably should, but we'll see. Right? El Fuerte, thanks for liking the live. No NBA stuff. Okay, all right, I like it. No NBA. No. I guess we're going to have to put out a season win total for the NBA just to see how stupid we are at the end of the year for fun. Let's see. I get green checks. It's raining in LA. It rained here in Phoenix for like 4 straight days. This is crazy. Bears game was, wow. I didn't know you could turn the ball over that many times and still be in it, but the Commanders proved they could still stay there. If they don't turn the ball over 19,000 times, they win, Commanders. They did, and they lost. You cannot turn the ball over that much, no matter how good you are. California, let's see. Arkansas State over 56 total. Not in love with it, but I can understand it. Beautiful weather. Well, except for the fact Main Strip, out here in Queen Creek, we got flooded out, but the main road was closed down, but it's better now. So maybe we're done. Maybe we're done with summer already. Wouldn't that be something? Contreras and Durbin for a hit. If you want to play him, feel free. I'm not big on hits tonight unless it's the underway because of the under game, but that's us. Under 3.5, front 5, Kobe. First 5 innings, under 7.5 for the game. Any good barbecue restaurants in Phoenix and Scottsdale? No. Not really. I haven't found one, but I'm a Kansas City barbecue snob, so yeah. So that would make it hard for me. When you come from Kansas City and trying to compare barbecue, it's not easy. It is not easy at all. So, Julian, thanks for joining. They just don't got, they don't got smokers with 100 years worth of history on it, right? In a month, that's why, okay, all right. There's some decent places to eat in Scottsdale for sure. Steak 44, Mastro's restaurants, if you want some higher end stuff. Do love Memphis this weekend before that line gets out of control. MLB money lines. There's only one game today. We actually don't like the money line there. We like +1.5 for the Brewers. To be really honest, I think it's a 1-run game, 3-2. Who wins is the question of the day. Dylan, thanks for joining. We'd like to see a series, so we'd like to see Milwaukee win, but the Dodgers have figured out ways to get wins without doing too much. Memphis at 20 is fine, Matt. Just don't let that line – once that line gets to 21.5, which is coming, I'm sure, PSM, thanks for liking the live. Great to see you. Michael, thanks for joining. Tomahawk and barbecue, like you never had, right? Well, I will tell you this. Best tomahawk steak I've ever had, Vera, was Tavern on the Green in Central Park. That was great. Basketball leans, we don't play preseason there, El Fuerte. We'll be ready to go, though, for next Tuesday when the regular season starts. Preseasons, we don't know who's going to play. We don't know how long they're going to play. We don't know what they're trying to accomplish. It's not just going for wins in the preseason, right? Lovely. Thanks for joining. Coach Bray, thanks for joining. We are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Carrie House, how are you? Kyle, thanks for joining. Jacob Santa Cruz, thanks for joining. Riley Holmberg, top 2 picks for today. Western Kentucky and Brewers under 3.5, front 5. Western Kentucky, get it under 10. There's still spots under 10 tight, so would be my thing. Carrie House, how are you? Michael, thanks for joining. Or join the Discord, makes it simple. No problem there, PSM. Bijan was very nice for us yesterday. He covered everything. Touchdown first half, touchdown total, over rush yards, over rushing, receiving. Yes. Had a good day with Bijan. Yep. And your player props in today. A lot of unders. Yes. I know you are, Vera. Lara, thanks for joining. For baseball today, Ohtani under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Betts under 1.5 total bases, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Yamamoto for 2+ walks. Send me a message for what? What are you going to send me a message for? I'm never going to give you picks by a message. I promise you. Watch the shows, join the Discord on that one. If that's what you're asking for. I will never message you separately and give you picks. Not going to happen. What's the benefit for me? The only benefit is you could either yell at me and scream at me that I lost and you didn't watch anything that we did or paid for the Discord, right? So, and not all messages go through on TikTok. Chyler, what's up? Money line for the Dodgers, not for us, but I like Brewers plus 1.5. Dodgers have a great chance to win today, though. No question. Both teams are live. I think line's a little skewed a little bit to the Dodgers, but that's to be expected. That's pretty normal. On there, really scoring. Great to see you again. But, yeah, no. Plus 1.5. Under is what we like better in that game, especially 3.5 in the first 5 innings. Dustin, thanks for joining. Tavante, thanks for joining. Brianna Rio, thanks for joining. I did post the baseball show over on YouTube as well. The college football show Tuesday through Friday is actually out over on YouTube this morning. We on TikTok, we just gave you the Tuesday games, period. T-Chi, thanks for joining. Kiki and Cal for a hit. That'd be the only 2 I'd like for a hit, realistically, that are somewhat decent there. 80s Marcus, thanks for the gifts. Appreciate it. Kiki to Don, thank you for joining. Yeah, those would be the 2. I like a lot of unders besides that. NHL, we stay away from MN, not our lane. Be Custom, thanks for liking the live and gifts. TT, D Block, Larry Trish, Peyton, thanks for all joining. It's Savaka. All right, Roth, thanks for joining as well. Everybody getting tired on me, or what's the deal? TKA 1240, Vince Cruz, thanks for joining. Vin Man, thanks for joining the show. Tavante, Savak, thanks for liking the live. Aloha to you, Vince. If you're up at this hour in Hawaii, woo! You got up early, young man. All right. Ja Real, Dennis Kine, thanks for joining. B, thanks for liking the live. Or Sandy. Thoughts, Steelers, Bengals. We went over that one earlier. I think Blue Jays can come back. Yeah, they're gonna have to hit their way there, but I don't think it's 6-8. You're only 3 hours behind us. Okay, all right. I thought you guys were 4 or 5. My apologies on that one. NHL picks. We don't mess around with the NHL. There's so much other stuff to play. It's like there's not enough time in the day. There's only 24 hours. New Mexico or Liberty? Love the under when lean Liberty. Jeff McCarty, thanks for joining and liking the live. Playoff baseball easier to pick? Not really. I like the day-to-day action a little bit more with much more team opportunity. It's easy. Like you can play a lot of unders. You get stung once in a while, but for the most part, you can. Yeah, yep. The Sports Network, yes. Need a good game 5, bro. What good 5 game? Alabama's here. Favorite play for the Dodgers game, under 3.5 first 5 innings. Pitcher strikeouts, not a big proponent in them tonight unless you want to play an alternate line of Peralta like 5. Maybe if you can get Yamamoto to 5. Nothing as easy as Correctamundo. Nothing's ever 100%. If it was, do you guys think I would actually put this out for you? If I was any capper that could ever hit 100% would just keep it all to themselves, right? Let's see. Jeff, thank you. Luke, thank you. We are live on multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch for about another, 13 minutes or so, maybe 14 minutes. On there, so feel free to hop on. Any questions there? College football tonight, we got 3 games, 1 baseball game. Western Kentucky, I think, has a great chance to go over 33.5, Gary. Yes. I think they're 35 plus tonight. Love them to cover the number. Don't like it as much as 10 is where we got it at 7.5, but 9.5 plays pretty well, I think, as well. I think they win by 2+ touchdowns. No problem, Gary. Nico. Brandon, thanks for joining. Jeff, thanks for liking the live. Take Western Kentucky at the half. We did that as well. We played them in the first quarter as well. So if you're looking at first quarter, first halves in that game, yes, we have Western Kentucky -2.5 first quarter, 4.5 first half, 7.5 for the game. Liberty at 9.5. Yeah. I will say this. It could be a shade of a sweat as they're not tremendously offensive talented, but yes. There's a lot of good games for Saturday coming up. A lot of big hitters for us. But Western Kentucky is a pretty damn big play earlier in the week. Really Scoring is back. Gary, thanks for joining. Multiple platforms, one more time, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. By the way, if you haven't seen us on YouTube, that's where our main shows are at, as TikTok limits a lot of the stuff we can say on the recorded version. Make sure you're watching it. Sports Bets for free, or search Scott Jenkins. Yes. You like Dodgers is over total at 5.5. I like under 7.5 much better. Arkansas or South Alabama. I would lean South Alabama. Don't like that game. We stayed away from as much, but Dodgers total, like instead of over, like I think the game finishes 3-2. So that's both. I understand. I think the game finishes 3-2. So that would be under even 5.5. So under 7.5 makes a lot of sense. All right. Under 3.5 front 5 is the better play though. I think both starting pitchers, I'm not going to say they're going to cruise, but they should do pretty well. And what does everybody else think about this Steelers and the Browns for Thursday night? Grand Slam over by the 5th. Spoken like a true delusional Dodgers fan. He's like 1 for his last 20. Brewers money line, +1.5, and Mike Costa I like better. I like watching Ohtani as much as everybody else, but he has been ice cold. Browns just got defense. Yeah, as to be expected. I mean, did we expect Dylan Gabriel to really provide them a lot of wins? Probably not. Anthony, thanks for the gifts as well. PSM, thanks for liking the live. NHL, we don't play. And Mike Hosa, you know this. NBA starts in a week. Then we'll have even another sport for all the degenerates. Yes. Brewers almost came back. It got close there in the ninth. They got up to 2-1, thank God, because the +1.5 came in. But they shouldn't allowed the run the top of the ninth either. So that was kind of a burn there. But, yeah, they almost did. Had bases loaded. Terang strikes out. When they brought in Blake Trinan, I know every Dodgers fan had to be screaming no. Like, we're going to lose this game 3-2. That's what they had to be thinking. Brewers money line, third inning, over 7. I like under 7.5. And Brewers money line, first 3? Better hope Freddie don't get punked early if that's the case. Repeat, Western Kentucky, -2.5 first quarter, -4.5 first half, 7.5 for the game. Larry, thanks for joining. Garrett, thanks to Nico. Christopher, thanks for liking the live. Mr. McStoner is here. Great to see you again. And B Custom, thanks for coming back on. Phenom, thanks for joining. Henry Marquez, thanks for joining. Taking Brewers today. I don't blame you. Thomas Maher, what's going on? User, thanks for joining. Who do we like today? Under 3.5, front 5 innings in the Brewers game. Western Kentucky laying the points. Under in the Liberty game. I'm good, Thomas. How are you, sir? Liberty in New Mexico, like the under. Don't like that line at 10. If I had to play at Liberty, 9.5. Western Kentucky team totals been very popular question today, over 33.5. If that was available here in Arizona, it would be a big time play for us. Any hitter leans tonight? Yeah, Ohtani under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Mookie Betts under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Mookie Betts under 1.5 total bases. Big on Western Kentucky. Yeah, they were all right. Be custom. I can't complain about that. The thing I like the most is, wow, they gave the ball to Bijan a lot, and guess what happened? Success. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate that. Love you coming on the show. UCDM, thanks for joining. We try to put out some decent content. TikTok gets in our way most of the time. Be Custom is back. That's why you got to watch us on YouTube. Western Kentucky at 10. If you can get it to 9.5, I like it that much better. I do think they win by 2 touchdowns plus tonight, so yes. We got it at 7.5 last night. That thing shot up 1.5 points in 45 minutes. It went up really quick. So let's see. Just Geekin, thanks for joining. Chef Bones, thanks for. Normally it takes multiple books. It takes all the books a minute to get up there, but it was all of them. Don't do that, B Custom. That's crazy talk. That is crazy. Manny Fresh, thanks for joining. I will tell you this. If you do it full time, it can be awful consuming. I know you loved the Bills yesterday. They let you down, but you were on them early when the line was at 3, let alone 4.5. I like Florida International for the parlay killer. Okay. Yeah, people like to go against me. It is what it is. Notre Dame or USC? Fighting Irish. Fighting Irish. Don't want to, but do. Let's see. But they are not like big on the bingo card. There's a lot of other games to love out there. Under in the Bills game? Okay. Well, that's good then. I know you said you liked the Bills too, but it was one of those games yesterday. Canadians, Rangers, Lightning. I'm not a hockey guy, so I can't agree or disagree, unfortunately, in that one. Arkansas, South Alabama, over, under. I guess I'd play under if I had to. First 5 innings, Dodgers, Milwaukee, 3.5 under. Yamamoto, 1 earned run, more than likely. I don't know. He could cruise too. I mean, the problem is that I don't know. Dave Martinez seems to have a quicker hook on him than anybody else. Derek, thanks for joining. If he doesn't see something he likes, he tends to pull him. Dodgers, Milwaukee under 7.5. Yes, like the 3.5 first 5 innings better though. I do not trust that Dodgers bullpen at all. Haven't all season. I've seen crash after crash after crash after crash with them. We are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch as well. So feel free to check it out over there. We'll be on for about another 5 minutes or so. So if you got questions, throw them out. Walrat, thanks for joining. Christopher Kraft, thanks for liking the live. Appreciate it. Why wouldn't I take that? Because I hate their bullpen. They haven't scored a ton of runs. And Yamamoto's last start out was ugly. Yamamoto starts against the Brewers, or one start against the Brewers was not good. That's why. What are the picks today? You should be sorry to be late, William. I'm kidding. Under 3.5 is our biggest play on the baseball board today, yes. It's worth the gamble. Do what you want, Shador. If you don't want to listen to what I've got to say, I'm just curious why you're on the show. KY, thanks for joining. Right? Seriously. All right. Picks today? Yeah. Western Kentucky, 9.5. You're listening. Okay. But you want to argue on every one of the plays. So not really. 3-team parlay for today. Western Kentucky under in the Liberty game. Under 3.5 front 5 in the Dodgers game. First 5 innings under 5.5. That's a big alternate. Sure. Yep. Kentucky game over. I don't know how, if you're talking about Western Kentucky, I don't know how many points FIU is going to score. I would play team total if you have that available. Over 33.5 for Western Kentucky. Or I would play Western Kentucky laying the points. Don't have that? Me neither. Arizona blocks that stuff, right? Love it. Yes. I gotta be respectful. It's all good. Why this? Why this? Why this? Why? Western Kentucky laying the points. Yes. Liberty under the points. Yes. Under the total. And under 3.5 front 5 Brewers game. Yes. AJ Jackson, thanks for joining. Western Kentucky and over 33.5 team total. Sure. Yeah, don't even go there. You can parlay any of my picks that you want. You know how it is, no caller ID. I could have 100 plays on the board go 99-1, but the one I put in a parlay will probably be wrong, right? I can't stand them. Drives me nuts. I'd rather just be 99-1 and make a lot of money. Why do I want to lose money when I hear it all the time. Oh, they sold me my last thing on the 9-leg parlay. Well, you went 8-1. That's, you know what I mean? You went 8-1. Take the 8-1 and you made money, right? So why not do that? That makes a lot more sense to me. I'm here to win and make dollars, not try to hit the lottery. Yeah. I'm telling you, Greg, it's the way it always goes. Always. I could have a monster day and then try to put out a parlay free that we're not even playing, and the parlay will lose even though we had a monster. Freddie over 5.5. They're going to try to keep Freddie in as long as they can unless he gets out of control. 5. I like him at 5 a little bit better. Carrie, thank you. Appreciate it. You said first 5 innings under 3.5. Yes. Liberty minus 9.5. I like the under total better, but I would lean that way. Yes. Rowdy, 2 times. Thanks for joining. Ant, thanks for joining. David, thanks for coming on. We are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. For all of you on TikTok, there is other apps besides TikTok. I promise you it'll still be there when you get back. I said first 5 ends under 3.5. Yes. Total under 60 for both. Which ones? What game are you talking about now, Real Scoring? You just asked about baseball. Oh, under 60 for both? Well, definitely under the 60 in the Liberty game. Western Kentucky, I don't know if I'd play that under 6. That thing's got a possibility. Western Kentucky, yeah, I'd like him better at 9.5. We got it at 7.5 last night. But yes, love the Hilltoppers today. Liberty game goes under. Yes. Kerry Frank, thanks for joining. Both getting to 30. In which game? Western Kentucky, maybe that happens. I doubt it. Liberty game, hell no, neither team's getting to 30. Good afternoon, Jordan. UTEP couldn't score 30 if they had 3 weeks. They've proven that time and time and time again. But MLB, we like under 7.5, Jay. I know the lines come down a little bit. I just think we got a 3-2 game here final. So, afternoon, morning, afternoon. It's morning here. It's afternoon, East Coast. It's all over the place. All right, we are going to pop off here in a couple. Just to give you guys a heads up, like I said, the college football show Tuesday through Friday is out. 7.5 at 120 is fantastic. College football Tuesday through Friday show is out. If you want to check that out over YouTube at Sports Bets for Free, or search Scott Jenkins, or take the link off of off the TikTok channel page where a lot of you are watching us live at. You can get that over to the YouTube channel as well. Or once you're over at YouTube, you can also watch the baseball show. We go a little bit more in depth with player props as well. And you can get the 7-day free trial of Arkansas State. I don't like them today at all. They're not that good. Of course, South Alabama's had its moments as well. But Dodgers, nerfy. Most of the time, I will tell you this, Brewers games, there's a lot of runs normally in the first inning. Didn't happen yesterday, but New Mexico State, first quarter over 9. I don't like that one. Hate the Florida International. I think they lose that game by 2 touchdowns, and we already went over the Dodgers. So, looks like a lot of plus money bets there for a 3-legger, right? So, I'm just being honest. I don't like any of the 3. The Dodgers one might have a chance. I still like the Brouhahas quite a bit. Western Kentucky should punish them tonight. And New Mexico State and Liberty both struggle to score. JED, thanks for joining. Maybe they get a turnover or something that gets it in there. So beware. Thanks for joining. And tonight we'll have out the baseball show a little bit later for tomorrow for the one whopping game as well. You know, there's a whole whopping game. We're also going to put out an NBA win totals show over on YouTube only as well. So if you don't subscribe or follow to us over there on YouTube, I highly recommend you do. You get much more content, and you don't have to put up with as many bots and trolls when you try to make a comment on the show trying to sell you their package, because TikTok just does not give a shit about you. No problem. Where YouTube does. So I like under 24 first half. Yep, I like that. I think we got it at 23.5, so 24 is even better. All right. Sorry. All right, everybody. We will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a profitable Tuesday.